seeing this for the first time. So.
Good morning.
I think he voted Trump. I'm sorry. A lot of people have been saying that. A lot of people have been saying that. And you sent, I got this today, because I guess Joe Biden wore red.
Y'all need to think about this. This woman is not without a sense of symbolism. We have seen her,
of course, yes,
be symbolic. I mean, come on, you wearing an entirely red suit to go vote on election day. She is telling you something. She voted for Trump. There's no love lost between Kamala and Joe Biden. Apparently, they do not get along. Apparently, Joe Biden does not care for Kamala. She feels that, well, first of all, apparently, Kamala Harris, when she ran for president before, made some kind of negative comments about Joe Biden, and that she talked about him being a racist. And, Jill didn't care. Dr. Jill, she's a doctor. She goes by Jill. She has a PhD, I think, in education. It's a little bit sus when people call themselves doctor when they have PhDs in education. But whatever. I mean, no offense to my doctors with PhDs in education or any other subject. We'll call you Dr. Jill. So Dr. Jill does not like Kamala Harris. And I'm sorry, this is very pointed.
What?
She wore a red suit to go vote. Everybody knows it's a side. That's a nice suit, by the way. I usually don't like her clothes. I don't like her outfits, but I like this one. And not just because it's red. It actually fits her very well. Sometimes I feel she doesn't wear clothes that really suit her. But this one does. Her hair looks good. The shoes are cute.
Right.
The jacket is nice.
Time I've seen, yeah.
That's the irony too. She's trying to make a point and wears a red suit on election day. All red. I mean, you can't miss it. Not like one red shirt or one pair of red pants or one red jacket. No. Girlfriend was like, I'm gonna make sure you see deep color crimson. Yes. She's letting you know. And you know what? They say that Joe Biden definitely did not care for her. They did. Man, come on. They kind of undertook a coup.
Oh yeah.
And she
even
wanted
having her as
a
vice president, I think.
I don't think they cared for her.
Yeah,
they don't care for her.
She wore red. Mark Brandon says.
Good morning. Good morning.
She's just missing the ball cap. That's true.
Thank you. It's good to see this cabinet and the staff together. Thank you. Thank you. Please.
What the heck was with all the applause?
Yeah. It's good to see you all. Particularly good to see my granddaughter sitting in the front row here. Finn, how are you, honey? For over 200 years, America has carried on the greatest experiment in self-government in the history of the world. That's not hyperbole. That's a fact.
That's a fact, Jack.
The people choose their own leaders, and they do it peacefully. And we're in a democracy. The will of the people always prevails. Yesterday, I spoke with President-elect Trump. I congratulated him on his victory. And I assured him
that I voted for him.
Right.
Work with his team to ensure a peaceful and orderly transition. That's what the American people deserve. Yesterday, I also spoke with Vice President Harris. She's been a partner and a public servant. She ran an inspiring campaign, and everyone got to see something that I learned early on to respect so much, her character. She has a backbone like a ramrod. She has great character, true character. She gave her whole heart and effort. And she and her entire team should be proud of the campaign they ran. The struggle for the soul of America since our very founding has always been an ongoing debate and still vital today. I know for some people, it's a time for victory, to state the obvious. For others, it's a time of loss. Campaigns are contests of competing visions.
Jed's acting a backbone like a what? I think he said a backbone like a ramrod. Does that sound like what he said, Fletcher? I don't know. A backbone like a what?
A
He said
backbone like a
yeah, he
ramrod.
said Kamala has a backbone like a something.
All right,
Yeah,
let's.
I don't
I don't
know.
know. I was trying to
I
put
think she has
the.
a backbone like a jellyfish because she flip flops a lot. But he says like a okay, yeah, go back. We'll try to figure out what he said.
For over 200 years, America has carried on the greatest experiment in self-government in the history of the world. That's not hyperbole, that's a fact. For the people. The people vote and choose their own leaders, and they do it peacefully. And we're in a democracy. The will of the people always prevails. Yesterday, I spoke with President-elect Trump and congratulated him on his victory. And I assured him that I'd direct my entire administration to work with his team to ensure a peaceful and orderly transition. That's what the American people deserve. Yesterday, I also spoke with Vice President Harris. She's been a partner and a public servant. She ran an inspiring campaign, and everyone got to see something that I learned early on to respect so much, her character. She has a backbone like a ramrod. She has great character.
I think that's what he said. A backbone like a ramrod. Whatever that really means.
Like a ramrod. Is that a okay?
True character. She gave her whole heart and effort. And she and her entire team should be proud of the campaign they ran.
Okay, I looked up ramrod.
Yeah.
A ramrod is a rod used to force the charge into a muzzle-loading firearm, which also known as a rod to clean the barrel of a firearm. It means someone who's usually harsh, overseer, disciplinarian. She is, thanks, Lady Jen. Yes, ramrod used to force the charge into a muzzle-loading firearm, which is hilarious when she is actually very, very much against firearms, although she did say she owns one.
So this is another like little coded thing or something.
I wonder.
Right?
I wonder like, who wrote the speech.
I guess he said the same thing about Obama also.
That's a weird backhanded compliment. It's true.
Very weird.
It's a weird backhanded compliment. What the heck are you talking about?
Always been an ongoing
oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Debate. It's still vital today. I know for some people, it's a time for victory, to state the obvious. For others, it's a time of loss. Campaigns are contests of competing visions. The country chooses one or the other. We accept the choice the country made. I've said many times, you can't love your country only when you win. You can't love your neighbor only when you agree. Something I hope we can do no matter who you voted for. You see each other not as adversaries.
That's another the noise. Sorry, guys. The noise is actually coming from I think the reporters' cameras.
Gotcha.
It's not me. It's not me.
I hear you.
As fellow Americans, bring down the temperature. I also hope we can lay to rest the question about the integrity of the American electoral system. It is honest, it is fair, and it is transparent.
Oh, now.
And it can be trusted, win or lose. I also hope we can restore the respect for all our election workers who busted their necks and took risks at the outset. We should thank them. Thank them for staffing voting sites, counting the votes, protecting the very integrity of the election. Many of them are volunteers who do it simply out of love for their country. And as they did their duty as citizens, I will do my duty as president. I'll fulfill my oath, and I will honor the Constitution. On January 20th, we'll have a peaceful transfer of power here in America. To all our incredible staff, supporters, cabinet members, all the people who've been hanging out with me for the last 4 years, God love you, as my mother would say. Thank you so much. You put so much into the past 4 years. I know it's a difficult time. You're hurting. I hear you and I see you. Don't forget all that we accomplished. It's been a historic presidency. Not because I'm president, because what we've done, what you've done. The presidency of all Americans. Much of the work we've done is already being felt by the American people. The vast majority of it will not be felt over the next 10 years. We have legislation passed. It's just only now.
So in other words, he's bragging about what he did wrong.
Yeah, I guess he's just
what they're saying is, oh, we've accomplished. Think about all that we have caused in terms of the destruction of America these past 4 years. You know, look what we've done. Right.
No.
All-time high deficits, all-time high number of undocumented people wreaking havoc in some of the cities, causing a lot of social unrest and economic depletion. Look at what we've done.
Look at what we've done.
We can hold on to
my
that.
Gosh. Just
historic. Yeah, historic, but not in a good way.
Not in a good way. What do you think? Like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Dark Brandon Rises.